Hello, my name is Tabrez Khan. I'm going to discuss today that is called AlexNet. Okay, so AlexNet is a deep learning, what is called a convolutional neural network, and this is a one type of architecture. And basically, first time Geoffrey Hinton, he Geoffrey Hinton and his students, they made this architecture, and this architecture is basically what is a new thing on this architecture. This architecture is basically developed in 2012. Okay, and most of the like a computer vision papers are published in 2012 to 2016, and basically in a first they uh, this algorithm they implement in a ImageNet competition. So first time they use the like a ReLU activation function, and they use the GPU, and also they use the pooling with the overlapping. It means like a pooling and overlapping. Over there they extract the features with the help of a pooling, and they are using localization, ReLU, reduced network, and image augmentation. So this algorithm is a they are using this one. So this paper, if you see this paper, this is architecture for them. If you see, this is architecture. They are using the like a image. So if you come on this spot, it will be more better. Yeah, if you see here, it will be more better. I think it will be visible now. Okay, fine. So if you see, first they are using high dimensional, high resolution image, that is a 227 and 227 on this research. And first time they using this high dimensional image. If you see 227, and here also they are using 227, and after that they pass to the convolutional layer. Okay, they pass to the convolutional layer, and they are using, after that it will become 11 into 11. Okay, and they are using 11 into 11. Okay, this is 11 into 11, and stride is a 4. So I'll just I'll discuss here, it will be more better. So they are using high dimensional, high resolution image. Okay, and basically in this architecture they are using first time variation of the kernel. Okay, different variation of the kernel. So first they taken 11 into 11 image, and they are using 96 kernels. Okay, so it will become 227. If you find the next what will be there, so it will be very easy calculation. So we can write like a 227 minus 11, and what is stride? Stride is a 4 divided by 4. Okay, plus 1. So next image size will be 55. If you calculate this one, then it will become 55. Okay, it will become 55. Okay, fine. So this way they are calculating that one, and in a second case they again did like a 55 minus 3. 3 is a 3 cross 3. They are passing the matrix. Okay, and stride is a 2 divided plus, so it will become 27. Then again they pass the convocation, and they are using the new thing that is called padding. So basically padding means what? Like suppose you have some images. Okay, like you have some images like this. Okay, so whatever the images are there, suppose 3 cross 3 I will take matrix, so they will do like this. This is called padding. Okay, and they will make like this. They make one pad, extra one. Okay, and they made like extra padding. Okay, like this. Okay, and they made this one all like a 0 0 0 0. Intensity is 0 0. So this is a padding, and they apply suppose 2 cross 2 matrix over here in a padding 2 cross 2, and then they are passing like this. So when they utilize the padding, okay, 2 cross 2 suppose, so 27 plus 2 cross 2, like if you see here 27 plus 2 plus 2, 2 cross 2 minus what is the there 5 cross 5, so it is the minus 5 divided by strides. Stride is a here 2. Okay, stride is a 2. Padding, no, they are using the padding here, so stride is a nothing, it is just 1, so plus 1, so it will become 3, so it will become a 3. Okay, 4 minus sorry, it will become 27. So they just see they are using the padding, and it will become 27, and here it is a 27. So no changes on dimension, it is a, but in depth they are learning something, in depth they are learning. So again they are using the overlapping maximum pooling. Okay, and then they are using the localization, and this is a called a local response normalization. Okay, basically before sending to the activation function, they see the neighbors and they normalize the data across the depth or across the kernel. If you see, this is a across the depth they are normalize the data. Okay, again they apply the convocational padding, and then again convocational padding, again over maximum pooling and strides, and after that they will sending to the fully connected layer, again fully connected layer. Okay, and finally they using the soft matrix activation function is there, and they have 1000, they classify the 1000 objects. So this is a they have a batch normalization is also there. Okay, so when we are using the like a padding, they have input size, padding dimension minus kernel size divided by stride plus 1. Okay, and they are using also dropout. So dropout means increase the non-linearity. So they set this threshold, some threshold, and drop the data randomly. So basically, in dropout means it's not like losing the data. Basically, we get the randomize the data. Okay, so it will be increase the randomness of the model. So deactive the 50% of network means try to chop off the weight randomly. Okay, so first time they are using the GPU here, and if you want to see like this paper, this is architecture, and there is one table. This table, if you see here, is depth is this one, then calculation is over, every calculation is there, and this is our ReLU function. ReLU function you already know, it is activator function. We have multiple data, but only positive data they will take in, and this is called local response normalization. They will see the nearby neighbor data, and they will take that data. Okay, dropout means basically they are not like randomize the data. Okay, and they're using first time data augmentation, so they are doing the data augmentation with the help of like a translation flipping. Okay, they are adding this some noise. Okay, so this is a code implementation with using the keras. Okay, so they are using all they taken the like this one. So you come to the like here. If you see, first we create the model as a sequential model, and then first convocational layer, we using convocational layer, filter is 96, and input size is a, this is a 224. Okay, and this is a 3 means it is a RGB means color image. Okay, and kernel size is 11 into 11. If you see here, they are using kernel size is 11 into 11, and we change the our input size image. Okay, and stride is a 4 cross 4, and padding is a valid, padding is a valid. Okay, and then they apply the ReLU function. Okay, and then again we use the pooling. So if you see, this second one is a pooling is there, and 2 cross 2 pooling is there, and padding is valid, and they apply the like we can apply the batch normalization, second convocational layers. So we are doing all, so this is architecture, we apply all these things, and then we made at the end the like a flattened model and dense, and then finally activation function, we pass the data into the activation function, and this is a second dense, and this is a dropout. We use the dropout here, and a third dense layer, and again dropout is there, and finally we use the compile the model with the help of a categorical cross-copy, and optimizer is IDAM, accuracy is this one, and finally we train the model. Okay, so this is, if you want to see, this is our all parameters and architecture is there. Okay, yeah, this is all architecture, and then you can train this model. So this is all over the AlexNet. Thank you very much, and please subscribe my channel.